presentation?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, let's go to, oh geez. I had it full screen. It's okay. We'll deal with it like this right now. Yeah, it'll be okay. So, tornadoes. Do you know how they're made? You said something about cold air and hot air, and that's really good. That's true.
Yeah, they like spin together.
Okay, good.
I don't even know the difference between like a cyclone and a hurricane and a tornado.
Oh yeah. Can you tell me what those differences are?
No.
No, you can't.
He doesn't know.
I don't know what is the difference between a tornado, a cyclone, and a hurricane.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Between them.
Okay.
They're literally perfectly the exact same. Hot air swirling with cold air.
Okay, Anderson, we'll get there, okay? By the end of this, okay, so Anderson, why don't I make you a deal, okay? I'll make you a promise, a pinky promise. I'll tell you about that, okay? I'll tell you the difference between a cyclone, a tornado, and a hurricane, okay? And at the end of this, of our little meeting, I want you to tell me the difference, to show me that you learned, okay? Can we make a promise?
Okay. See, what teacher say?
Teacher said that he'll show me the difference between hurricane, tornado, and cyclone at the end of this Zoom.
I'll tell you during the presentation, right? During the class, but at the end, you need to tell me what the difference is. So that you show like you have to tell me that prove to me that you learned.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's get into it. So there are just a few vocabulary words that we need to go over. I'm gonna say a few words that scientists will use a lot of the time. And so if I say funnel cloud, if you don't know what that means, it might make it. Oh yes, you have a question?
Is it okay if I like save it on like a piece of paper?
Yes, of course. You can write it down.
Let me grab for you.
My mom says I should use line paper.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a really good idea. Yeah, go ahead and write. You can write these definitions down if you want. That'd be really good. That'd be really smart.
Will that be like too much time? Because I can screen. I can save screen.
No, it's okay. We have a recording, and if you want, you can copy the screen and save it to the computer, and then afterwards you can write it down if that would be good.
Yeah. So
okay.
I can save image.
Perfect. All right. So, Anderson, if I walked up to you in class one day, and I said, Anderson, I heard about something called a funnel cloud. And I said, funnel clouds are spinning columns of air that do not.
Well, Anderson, don't write down right now. I save the screen for you, and then you can copy later. And then now listen to teacher, okay? Just listen, okay? Okay.
You can, So if I came up to you, Anderson, okay.
Yeah.
If I came up to you in class and said, "Hey, Anderson, I heard a funnel cloud is a spinning column of air, right? So it spins in the air.
Yeah.
That has not touched the air, does not touch the ground. Would you call that a hurricane or a tornado or no?
No.
No.
I think like a hurricane or a tornado, but it's forming.
Okay, good. So would you say that? So what would you say that a hurricane has to do to not be a funnel cloud?
Touch the ground.
Okay. Does it have to touch the ground once? Like just touch it and that's done? Or does it have to stay on the ground?
Like stay, like at least like stay on the ground.
Good. Yeah, and that's exactly right. A funnel cloud is a spinning column of air. And we'll talk about why it's spinning in a moment. But you're right. It cannot touch the ground. If it touches the ground, it is not a funnel cloud.
Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. The next few words, and these are the final vocabulary words. Well, there's one secret one, but that's if you're up to a challenge. So a tornado, right, is a rotating or spinning column of air that touches both the ground, so like the ground, and the clouds above. So it has to touch them both, or it's not a cloud. Does that make sense?
So tornadoes use warm and cold air that I see. So that means hurricanes use hot and cold air, and instead of warm air, they use hot air.
Well, so hurricanes, tornadoes, or hurricanes, cyclones, and typhoons, those three all happen over the ocean. The name, whether one is a hurricane or a typhoon or a cyclone, is determined by where the tornado, or where the storm occurs. So if it's over the tropical storms, like over the North Atlantic Ocean, or maybe over the Pacific, that would be a hurricane.
Oh, so
Mhm.
so basically, if it's like on the ocean, it's like a hurricane or a typhoon or cyclone. But when it's on the ground, it's a tornado.
Yes, that's correct. Good. Now, don't forget, I'm going to ask you the difference, and I'm going to ask you what makes one a cyclone or not. So now warm air and cold air, they're just that. It's warm and cold air, right? But there's a little more to it. It's not just any normal air. Like if you take if I take a bag of really cold wind and I throw it into the desert, that doesn't make a tornado. The warm air has to be moist. There has to be like moisture in the air, water in the air. Does that make sense? And the cold air has to be dry.
No science wrong. Okay. Moist, warm air, dry, cold air. So you need cold air, and you need to like remove most of the moisture, and you need warm air that and you need to put moist.
That it has moisture in it. Correct. So the way it works, right, is have you ever watched your mom cook, and like if she has something really hot water on the pot, you'll see like steam coming up from the pot?
Yeah.
So hot air gas, like air, a gas, it rises upwards. And cold air goes down. So when hot air goes up while cold air is going down, they meet and they kind of push each other a bit. And when they push, they come back because they keep on and go up and down, right? And that spinning motion of them chasing each other makes a funnel cloud. A funnel cloud.
It's like a 2D, 3D thing. Like it's like in 2D, it's just like this, but in 3D, it's like this.
Exactly. Yep. But the cold air is also going down, right? So it's kind of going like this in a very 3D way. But you'll get to see this because do you want to start the experiment? I do. I think it'd be fun.
Me too.
Okay. So let's start with the thing. Let's start with the experiment. Just a quick safety. You probably know this because you're super smart and you have a bunch of knowledge about biology, chemistry, and all the science. But during a lab, there's always safety. I will never do a lab if it's not safe. So we are going to be using water today. You have to be very careful not to get it on the keyboard or the computer or anything like that. You have to be very careful. And it's always, always better to be safe, slow, and run out of time than to be fast, careless, and make a bunch of mistakes and damage stuff. Does that make sense, Anderson?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to promise me that I promise to be safe and slow.
Oh, I promise.
Can you
I
promise?
promise.
Okay, good. Then we can get started. So what I need from you is, do you have a jar or a bottle? Water bottles don't work very well, but if you have a jar, that would be excellent. Yeah, that works great. Perfect. And we will, as well, oh, sorry. As well as you will need some water. Water from here.
Water inside already.
Yep, okay, great. And then you'll also need some dish soap. Would you be able to fill up that water to about 3/4 or so?
It's the hand soap. Yes.
Okay, great. Would you be able to fill the water bottle just a little bit higher? Maybe about like this, kind of like close to it up?
Okay.
Thank you. So now, have you been told what experiment we're doing today?
Yes.
Yes. So we're making a tornado in the bottle, and you know that then. Okay, great. And we'll need one last thing. We'll just need like a little bit of vinegar to make sure that the thing doesn't like fizz up a bunch and make a mess. I've already added vinegar to mine. Okay.
Put it into the water, right?
Yes, ma'am.
A little bit like the.
Yeah, just to like a little over half.
I don't know. I put it.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's perfect. That's wonderful. Just right there. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So the next step is we're gonna put some soap. I have some dish soap in this little cup here. And I'm just gonna pour a little bit. Don't put too much or it's gonna like foam up and there'll be bubbles everywhere and it'll be a mess. So just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pour a little bit in. That looks like good. And that's it. Very short, very, yep. And then from there, we want to be careful. So we're gonna screw the lid back on very tightly. Be sure that when because we're gonna mix it. And so if we mix it and it makes a mess, it's gonna be trouble. So Anderson, I want you to do me a favor. Can you hold the bottle and I want you to like kind of turn it upside down a few times, get the soap mixed up.
It's too heavy.
You can do it. Yeah, there you go. Good job. And so after it's all mixed up, I want you to hold the bottle carefully, hold it tight, don't drop it, and just kind of mix it in a circle like this. Yeah. You can be a little shaky with it. Just be careful not to spill on you. And now after a second, stop, and you can look. If you look at the bottle, do you see a little tornado inside or no?
No, no, that's not how you mix it, Mom. You're supposed to mix.
Yeah, so you have to mix it in a circle like this. You have to go really fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go. He's got it.
Okay.
Yeah. You see a tornado or no? There should be a little tornado going up.
You guys already messed up anyway.
Already messed up?
Yes.
You could always restart. You could always pour it out and then, or put in more water, a little more dish soap, vinegar, and then you can just mix it up. It's not very hard. It'll be very quick. But just in case, I've included some pictures of what that would look like.
Oh.
This is what so if you were to add it, right, with food coloring, it would look like this.
Oh.
And you would see it swirling up and you would see some of them going down too. Like these would be bubbles. The the tornado is formed by the bubbles going up because, when you mix it, it kind of like the wind, the water's moving with the bubbles and the water wants to move down, but the bubbles, they're lighter. So they want to go up, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I should put a dish soap. Is that good? Okay, let's try again.
Yes, of course.
It's up and down. You want to do it?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. And then you just flip it upside down. You just kind of stir it around for a few seconds. And you'll see like a little tornado.
Okay, let's see. Already messed up. No, that's fine.
It's okay. But yeah, if you would like, we can watch a video on Anderson. Would you want to watch a video on what it looks like?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah. So I'll do that. Because this is all right. One second. So I'm gonna change the screen I'm sharing to become this video. All right. Are you able to see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what the video would look like. Or this. Oh, that's loud. You would shake it, and you would swirl it, and you would see that.
Oh.
Do you see that, Anderson?
Yes.
You can try this as many times as you want at home. Assume if your mother is okay with it. I can send you guys the link of the tutorials, of course. We're not done yet, but I could send you the tutorial or the website that shows you how to do it, and you could keep trying it until you get it better and better. It took me like 3, 4, 5 times to get it down really well. But once you know how to do it, it's really consistent. So Anderson, now that you've seen the video, right? You see it keeps swirling, but that's cool. But let me ask you, do you know why tornadoes are so dangerous? Like, it's just a bunch of wind, right? Wind can't hurt you.
It's dangerous because the winds are like really high speedy, like so that I can like break down buildings and yeah, because the winds are like really fast, like not
Right.
normal.
I'm gonna just explain it myself.
Okay. Yeah. And so that's correct. So let me ask you one more thing. And this is like a pop quiz, just a mini question. Do you know the difference between a tornado and a funnel cloud? We went over this a bit ago. And if not, that's okay.
Yeah, the difference. Do you know?
Difference between what again?
A funnel cloud and yeah.
Funnel clouds is while tornadoes and funnel clouds are both spinning. A funnel cloud isn't touching the ground while a tornado is.
Are you sure?
Later.
Anderson, are you sure? If I said that if you're right, I'll give you $100, would you say would you say that's your answer?
Yeah.
You sure? Because you'd be right. You'd be right. If this were real, I would give you $100 because that's the right answer. A funnel cloud does not touch the ground, remember? It does not. But the tornado does. It touches the cloud and the ground. Must be both, not just one.